Sure.
We're in it. By God, we are in it.
I found myself within it.
We've already got a bunch of comments over here. Let's check out some of the comments. Goya says this is very exciting.
Yeah,
It'll be the most fun I've had in days. Get that out of there. Why is that
that's
crawler still down there? We're still figuring out the technology
Chris,
over here, obviously.
You see
James
a crawler,
Harrison.
You better stomp it.
Look at what James says. Let's go WAS. That's so nice. Izzy
Good
says,
guy.
hey, gang. Let's see.
These are all great bits of input.
This is probably my favorite. Just the beers. And I think that is a nice way to transition to the way we like to start these podcasts, a little cocktail check.
Absolutely. What are you
drinking,
What are you
Keith?
sucking down over there? Oh, me? Oh, who, me?
Yeah. You tell me first.
I'm enjoying a little beverage called a cherry laser. It's a tiki vibes. Yeah.
Okay.
Tiki vibes, a little rum, grenadine, some maraschino liqueur. It's delightful.
Wow.
It's got the rare rum cocktail with a cherry in it.
Oh, is that rare for rum cocktails?
I don't know. For me, it is.
You don't like to put them in your rum cocktails. You've become a bit of a rum connoisseur, or at least an adventurist since partially locating down to Miami a year ago. How far down the rabbit hole are you? Do you drink anything else, even for hydration?
Yeah, I drink. I'll still do like margaritas and stuff for hydration. Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's good. What's your favorite?
It is largely rums these days.
Yeah. When I visited you a couple months ago to shoot the Contact High video, and I've seen you in New York since, obviously, but there was a lot of rum on the menu, and I hadn't drunk rum in years, really. So I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed myself, guys, folks at home. Let me introduce you to. It doesn't look like much, right? It looks a little.
Looks like maybe you were cleaning your drains and caught that so it didn't spill all over your floor.
That's right. I call this the Earth Scoop.
Okay. Talk to me about the Earth Scoop.
It won't surprise you to know, since you know me, that it's a bourbon drink. But it's also got Amaro in it.
All right.
Coca-Cola.
You had my curiosity. Now attention is here.
Coca-Cola. Yeah. Mostly for flavor. Not a lot of it. I just wanted that vanilla.
You're not trying to get the caffeine out of that Coca-Cola. You're telling
There's 1 ounce of Coca-Cola in this drink.
Okay.
So there's twice as much bourbon. Pineapple, a chunk of pineapple. I put about an ounce of actual pineapple and squeezed some lime juice, and then I blended it with ice. So, but it not enough ice to really make it a true frozen drink. It's more of a slurry. And I experimented with trying to get it to be a dense frozen beverage. It just was losing too much flavor, and I find that the slurry is quite delicious.
Nice. That's pretty close to the essence of a tiki beverage. I mean, you got your pineapple and your lemon. And
lime. Sorry, I did not put lemon in it. Sorry.
Still works.
Okay.
Works. Lime in this boy too. But the Coca-Cola is kind of substituting for a liqueur called Falernum in tiki. I've always said that Coke in a pinch would make a good Falernum substitute. It's sort of like a clovey, a little bit of lime pith in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me see those nails, Chris.
Carmen is saying I painted him pink. I don't think it looks like I painted him pink. Maybe I've got the saturation jacked on my camera.
You know what I think it is? I think it's that the your hands are just so the skin of your hands is so sheer
Yep.
The light from behind you is just pouring right through the tips of your finger, sort of just showing all of the meat and blood vessels within pretty
It's like
grotesquely, I would say.
Did you ever see that movie E.T.?
What is that?
It's a story. It's a story about
Tom Hanks actioner.
It's about an alien who looks about like this, and he can hold his finger up and make the tip glow. But I watched it behind the scenes, and the way they did that effect was they put a flashlight right behind his finger, and it made it light up. So that's kind of. I think I'm getting a similar effect.
You've always been a practical FX junkie. You always want to know how they did it in the room.
I gotta know. I can't rest until I know. These are pretty interesting drinks. They've got some interest. It sounds like yours tastes very interesting indeed. But I think we've had more interesting drinks, and I think you know when I'm talking about. Last time you were up here in New York. Let's take a look.
That time at the bar. Yeah.
Yes. This was the
It's really good. It's really really hoppy.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm getting blueberry.
No, I'm not getting that. I'm getting maybe citrus, not blueberry.
What is that? Sparrow, I think.
What?
Yeah, sparrow.
Just kind of water. I guess water. Mainly water.
Carriage house. Are you not getting
Oh.
carriage house?
Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
didn't we get the same beer?
No, I mean. Yes.
God, you know, I've watched a lot of Chuck Lorre TV, and this really kicks his ass.
Yeah. That, wow. I'm just so glad that we had cameras that day. I can't even remember who was shooting.
Yeah,
but,
I think we must have been doing an interview or that long-form documentary they were doing about us.
It was the documentary.
Still, the funding was stripped.
That's correct. That is correct. You know what occurred to me while we were watching that?
I don't.
Because I was trying to think, like, where have I heard these drink names? The Earth Scoop, Cherry Laser.
You drink a lot, so you probably.
No, have you? Can you think of it? Do you remember where it's from?
I don't.
Wait, I'll show you.
I've had too many cherry lasers.
Check this out. It's our vinyl colors.
What is that? The menu of a particularly good Brooklyn cocktail bar?
Those are the 10 colors that our new record, Huffy, is available in. That's right, 10 colors. And there's in fact, it's a measure of how very goddamn many there are that we didn't even remember that we were, citing 2 of them with our cocktails.
Yeah, I mean, if you had told me you were drinking a key lime yum, I would have been like, wait a minute. Did you melted down one of our green vinyl? You piece of shit. You'll have to pay me my half.
You'll never get your half. I promised you that the day we started working together, and I've never changed my tune. Now, I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was interesting that we were actually... do we have a picture of that? Let me see if our producers have supplied me with... Oh, yeah. There it is.
Yay.
There it is in all its colors.
Say. Make it fly around a little more, please.
for those of you at home, this is our new record, Huffy. I don't know. It feels like we should probably mention it. It's got these colors. It's also got the the sticker sheets. You can see them. Let me see if I can make my finger point at the sticker sheets. Oh, it's hard.
See
See
if you can cut your finger out and then make it a layer in front of the sticker sheet.
I would that's well beyond my capabilities at this point. Anyway, we got that record coming.
Why are we bothering with this tech?
That's not going to be here until October 8th, so we have a lot of things to do in the meantime. But we should mention, if you're interested in pre-ordering that vinyl and you've got your eye on a specific color, some of them are going to run out. We have inside information. Some of them are going to be around for a while, but we don't want to say
the way you're drinking them
which
down.
Is which. Well, a couple of them we're gonna send out to like the Amazons of the world and so forth. Several are going to remain exclusive to our web store, and those, once they're gone, they're gone. If you're interested in that album, the link is in the caption of this video. It's one of two links, and we'll talk about the second one a little later. It's maybe even more near and dear to my heart. Now, in the past, you've often played a song on this show. Do you want to?
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Play
now
it
with all this new tech. With all this new tech, who needs a performance?
Keith,
Make the
believe
record
me.
fly around on the screen again.
Believe me, your performance is going to have the full support of the tech. You're gonna see. You're not gonna worry about that.
Don't screw me on this. On this.
I have got your back, is what I'm saying.
All right, stall for a minute. I have to see if I remember.
All right.
The arcane, mechanistic maneuvers I have to take here.
All right, you do that. I'll show people some more of our merch. This is our pint glass. Keith and I have always referred to as alcohol, rather cynically, as creative juice. And so we have formalized that with this pint glass. We made some socks. Pretty excited about that. Never had socks before. These little cat heads will sort of just peek over the edge of your shoe is the idea. And then if you take your shoes off, people will see what a terrible home life you have with your cat scratching up your feet and everything. Looks like he's ready to perform, ladies and gentlemen.
You bet your
ready?
ass I am, Chris. Always. Yeah, I guess
You ready to do this?
Is this all good? Is this all coming in?
It's coming in. It's coming in very strong.
Catch a break.
that walrus up to?
Wait.
Waiting for
He's... Where'd he go? He's
it.
dancing.
There he goes.
Your views are like to ride, truly be gratified. Your times our minds required, tonight you'll bring back to life. Your
Yes. Wow. Amazing. Keith, that was great. I think I'm gonna say that the guitar could come down a tiny bit for the next song.
No way. No way. The guitar's the whole idea.
Wait, we don't have your I don't think we have your AirPods yet. I think we're still hearing your other mic.
Is this going?
Oh yeah. There you go. There you go.
Man.
Uh
Okay. Sorry.
That sounded amazing. It was very intense. The guitar was clipping a little bit, I would say. Vocal sounded flawless. Flawless.
Thanks,
Guys,
thanks.
we're still figuring the tech out here a little bit, which is of course why we titled this a catastrophe. That's how we got out ahead of it. We call it a catastrophe, then no matter what happens, you can't say we didn't warn you.
In fact, your only complaint should be if this entire thing doesn't crumble into a morass.
Look what Carmela says. She says
mishaps.
pee pee poo poo. And I think that's exactly, well, I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not relevant, Carmela. Can we please stow that shit? Now, Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, we were mentioning earlier the time I was down in Miami with you, shooting that video for that song.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Contact High video, you remember? You don't remember this?
Oh, I mean, if you jog my memory, I'm sure I'll come around to it at some point. But
yeah. Anyway, that was a good video.
I mean, I know when you were down here, we went jet skiing, we went bike riding, you went canoeing for a while. I just remember you were like filming a lot of stuff. I thought you were getting into the vlogging sphere.
Am I not?
Well, yeah, I just thought I could.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
I thought you were undercutting me for another enterprise of yours.
Oh, you thought I was going out on
like
my own?
For one of your travel kind of vlogs.
Nah, dude. You're my, what the kids call it today. They say you're my ride or die. You ever heard that?
Yeah, I have.
Is that a fast? I'm just gonna leave Sophie's comment. Thank you for the debut on for the rest of the podcast. For the rest of this podcast. Also, yes, the podcast. God damn it. Is that a Fast and Furious reference? Ride or Die? Did they make that up? Does anybody in the comments know?
Well, so that's the thing is I think it's referring to the Fast and the Furious series. I don't think it ever appears in those, but I think people
I see.
Who couldn't remember what the title of Fast and Furious was would be like, you want to go see what is it? Zip and Steel or Ride or Die? What's the name of that one?
It became shorthand for the series itself. Ride or Die.
Ride or Die 9 in theaters now.
I'm waiting for you to get back up here to New York so we can go see that film in theaters. Has anyone at home seen F9 Cockpit
Ride or Die
Explosion?
9.
Yeah. And if so, please let us know how it is.
Rod 9.
Rod 9. Rod mother frackin' 9. Every time I come down to Florida.
How are they getting away with just shortening it to F? Are they
Uh,
just like it's all alliterative at this point? Just call it fucking F. And if they're only choosing one, which one are they referring to?
well,
They called one of
you've
them
noticed,
Fast Five or something.
yeah, you've
Is that
noticed that
the fifth one?
they've been sort of narrowing their footprint, verbally, I think as a
Mm-hmm.
flex. Basically, so when they went with Fast Five, that was them saying, we own the
You'll
word
get it.
fast. Nobody else could call a movie
Right.
fast anything
Right.
and have it not be a Fast and Furious movie. Now they own the letter F. It's F9. I
Mm.
suspect that with the 10th installment, they're just going to call it 10. They're just going to be like,
Oh
we
God.
own movies. Like, it's not even quite as arrogant as that. It's basically saying, that if there's a 10th installment of a film, it's ours.
What's it gonna be?
Saw?
No.
Saw already
Maybe.
did 10,
Could
right?
be. I don't know.
Like Friday the 13th and Saw have already
They're,
passed 10?
Friday the 13th is past 10, so we know it's
Right.
not
Yeah, so
bad. Huh.
they're not in competition.
Actually, not
Um,
half bad.
I think they own 10, and then the movie after that, they'll just put out a poster with Vin Diesel's face. And not even a date.
Why? Why not?
Because they'll know that you'll know to look it up.
Got it.
Yeah. Every time I go down to Miami,
Mm-hmm.
Keith,
Mm-hmm.
though, I am a little surprised that you grew up there because you have, shaken off a lot of the affectations of that place.
Yeah. Oh no.
Um,
Yeah.
and when I think of Miami, I think of like swamp and like metal, heavy metal and stuff like that, which I know you used to be into, but
Well, yeah. I mean, well, that, yeah. The thing is, I was into both of those.
right.
I went into a swamp, every day on
Oof,
my walk to school,
not
and
advisable.
I was into metal. Yes, you're right. But I recognize that it can be hard for someone not from here to be able to identify the nuances of these, or even, in some cases, tell them apart. Chris, actually, I thought it might be interesting to walk you through a little test to see if you can tell the difference.
Oh, of
Yeah,
Floridian.
yeah, a little game. Oh wait,
Okay.
let me stop that. I chose the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on.
Choose the right game. I don't want to
Oh,
play some kind of Saw game or something.
no, it's Chris. I don't know if we're licensed for that. I think you need to have a
Uh,
certain number of followers on YouTube before you can start murdering people
yeah,
on
200 though.
air.
We're fine. We can do it. I'm
We
gonna zip
good?
us over here. Look at this. Yeah, we're
Hold
ready.
on.
You
Okay.
do your thing. I'll put a walrus up there if it needs to be there.
All right, Chris. I would like to play a little game with you. Now, I've spoken before about one of my favorite animals down here, the anole.
Yes.
It's just the lizard you see.
Yeah.
And we also are South Florida is the home of famous a-hole Marilyn Manson. So I want to see
Right.
if you can tell the difference between an anole or an a-hole. Now look,
Oh, okay.
who does this apply to, Chris?
Okay.
Who would say this? Although I am commonly associated with South Florida, I am actually considered an invasive species.
That's got to be the a-hole, Marilyn Manson. Isn't he
Well,
from Boston or something?
He's from Ohio originally.
Okay.
Moved to Fort Lauderdale to become a journalist, and then got a taste for the good life playing music. But Chris, you're only half right.
Okay.
That's both of them. That's both.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. Okay.
Now actually this photo is a misrepresentation. The green anole is actually native to South Florida, but the brown anole is a Cuban import. Don't worry about it. We're getting in the weeds here already.
Okay.
All right, Chris. Who does this apply to? My primary diet consists largely of insects such as beetles, flies, and ants, but I will often attempt to eat anything smaller than my own head.
I mean, I'm gonna say the anole.
Chris, Once again, I can give you half points for this. That's both of these guys. The anal and the ahole. I'm gonna start trying to say it ahole just for the
Okay. Yeah.
so the title feels a little more.
Yeah. Sure.
Sound.
I get it. I get it. Okay.
All right, so you're technically 1 for 2. That's not, if we're playing baseball.
50%. I'd like to do better.
All right, Chris, try this. My scat is issued in the form of small dry pellets no larger than a grain of rice, features a telltale white tip, which is a crystal of uric acid from his urine, because he urinates and defecates from one orifice, the cloaca. Who do you think? Who do you think? Who are these two?
That's got to, I mean, that cannot describe the ahole. That's got to just be the anal.
Okay, buddy. I would, you're doing about as well as the odds of a binary guessing game would allow. You're half right. It's both.
What?
It's both of them. It's both of them. I told you the ecosystem down here is pretty taut. So
This is.
kind of a thing. Let's try one more.
This is
My
just
mother laid a
weird.
single egg in leaf litter, moist soil, or a hollow log. I guess they don't know. And I was hatched after 2 to 2.5 months of incubation. What do you say, buddy?
That's definitely. That's definitely just the anal.
Okay. You didn't really catch on to the
What?
game, Chris. This is both of these fellows.
Wait, I got to call bullshit here. Okay, Marilyn Manson is a scumbag, sure, but he wasn't laid
He's
in an egg.
Would you not say he's reptilian, Chris?
Sure, but only as an adjective applied to human beings. He wasn't born in an egg, was he? I mean, come on.
Okay. Look.
This is insane.
Look, if you doubt the test. Chris,
I guess not.
Let me just show you. Chris, I sourced these. Look, let's just check Marilyn Manson's Wikipedia page. Check this. He's known for his diet of crickets, beetles, or ants, but will attempt to eat anything smaller than his head. He founded guitarist Daisy Berkowitz in 1989, which blah 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 blah. Chris,
wow.
This is all. You know, let's check other sources. Let's check other sources. Let's check his
Okay.
Twitter. Let's check his Twitter feed. Check this out. September 25th, 2020. Today I pooped a single rice-sized grain of feces and urine from my
What
cloaca.
the
So
hell?
a totally normal day for me, Chris. This is what.
That's
Marilyn
from
Manson
the horse's
does.
mouth, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Check this out.
Okay.
We sourced some photo evidence from the Marilyn Manson family reunion, buddy.
What? Oh, wow.
Check it out.
Oh my God! It's all anals.
No, those are just as that's.
Oh.
I can see why you would make that mistake. Those are all human people, Chris. I assure you. I assure you. What do you think? What do you think?
I've learned a lot.
Hey, you did okay. You did okay. You got 2 out of 4, technically.
Yeah. Yep. Whoa. Scary.
Yeah.
To
Take
learn
a minute
that.
to reset. Take a minute to reset. If you need to walk off camera and give him one of those.
I didn't realize this about Marilyn Manson. And I guess there is a part of me that's wondering if you aren't playing out some kind of strange, revenge. I mean, is there a chance you have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder here against Sir Marilyn Manson?
So I was a big fan of Marilyn Manson, and now it's been stripped from me. I can never like the piece of propaganda. That's ridiculous. If anyone is a real shoulder chip holder, it's you, dude. Like, you remember that time at the bar? You remember that time?
Oh shit! You're gonna bring that up? Okay. Okay. What a tune.
this.
Anyway, I mean, it's his problem.
Yeah, but dude, you have a chip on your shoulder.
I've got a chip on my shoulder? Dude, this guy's been texting me for 2 months now about a $6 tab that we shared, you know, at a happy hour. And what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to, like, knowing $3? That's insane. No, I'm not going to join this guy. Yes! Wow.
Top step. I'm gonna let the song play out.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you remember that, right, dude?
Yeah, I guess we're all human. I guess that's the lesson here.
All right. So lay off.
I mean, maybe not Marilyn
I'll do whatever
Manson.
quiz I want with Marilyn Manson and annals, buddy.
I just want to say if any of that stuff's accurate, he might not be human. And I'm mainly thinking about that photo of his family reunion or whatever, the wedding,
But
whatever it was.
how could a batch of annals have secured a banquet hall for a family reunion, Chris?
Well, did it happen in Florida?
Play the song again. Play the song again.
Wait. Thank you.
Fair enough. Fair
Thank
enough.
you.
Touche, buddy. Touche.
Keith,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What do you got for me? Yeah.
God damn it. That just really kind of reminds me of something that I've been pouring a lot of energy into lately.
Okay. Talk to me.
I mean, I know I've told you about this, and I know you're probably a little tired of
Yeah, I
hearing
know.
about it.
I know. I already know what you're talking about. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Anything I can do to involve, make this someone else's problem other than mine is.
I asked myself if I was going to talk about this during this live stream catastrophe.
You should have asked me. I would have said you were.
All right, fair enough. I didn't want to, this because this is more of a Chris thing. I know that you agree with me, but you don't seem that passionate about it. But I do. Watching that chip on the shoulder thing, like nothing grinds me quite like what has happened with this situation. And so if I can just, do you mind if I just get into this a little bit? Let me see here.
With haste, and I say that not because I'm excited for it, but let's get it. Let's get it.
I just want to show people this change.org petition that I have created and that I would love to get people involved in. And this is, as I said, very near and dear to my heart. It's a big deal to me. And do you mind if it's not a very long pitch? You mind if I just read the pitch out to people?
Please.
Okay, so the change.org, if you want to go check it out, the link is in the caption. The description of the video, but the idea is change the title to Better to Call Saul. Better to Call Saul. And here's the deal. When AMC settled on the name Better Call Saul for the hit follow-up to Breaking Bad, they got it almost right. Okay? The name of the show should have been Better to Call Saul. Now, last year, Netflix licensed the series. And they now have the opportunity to correct AMC's mistake. According to Netflix's licensing agreements, and this is true, they are allowed to assign new titles to licensed properties. Why? Why would that be?
Yeah,
why?
why?
Would that be in,
Why?
Why would that be in the
That
agreement?
doesn't make any. That's an insane contractual stipulation.
But think about this, Keith. Foreign territories, okay? Netflix often makes shows available in countries where they previously have not been available, and they have to come up with a title in the language of the new audience.
Yeah,
Okay?
with maybe with like an idiom that is familiar to that
Exactly. I mean,
culture.
yeah, you don't just want to use Google Translate and translate the title. You got to do something that's going to work in the local culture. So Netflix is allowed to
Hmm.
create new titles for their shows. This creates a loophole for our purposes, okay? Nothing in the licensing agreement prevents Netflix from creating a new title in the show's original language. And that is what we are calling on them to do in this case. Change the title of Better Call Saul to Better to Call Saul, Netflix. Your 200 plus million subscribers will certainly thank you. Anyway, guys, if you don't mind
You
signing
have a
that
link to that
petition,
petition? Did you
I
put
would
the link
love,
up?
I'd love to rack up some signatures.
Now, wait, have you ever
Yeah,
watched an episode of Better Call Saul?
I'm still working my way through Breaking Bad, so
So what? Why do you, I mean, do you anticipate is there information in Breaking Bad that uh, sets the scene for you to have an issue with this? Maybe
sets
this.
the scene for me to get excited about the show, Better Call Saul, and I want to like
Right.
it when I get to it, and when I see a show that's mistitled, I think,
Maybe you're
well,
jumping. Maybe you're jumping the gun here. Wait till that
no, sir.
famous last. Remember that? You know how the last episode of The Sopranos is like
Yeah,
one of the most famous little switch ups. Well, I guess not a
yeah.
switch, but like a
It was all.
a
It was one of
cliffhanger.
those. It was all a dream or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony's
Yeah.
Tony's actually a shoe
Now
salesman.
I don't want to spoil anything. I don't
Okay.
want to spoil anything. But at the end of the very last episode of Breaking Bad, they're all sitting in a diner, and
Yeah.
Clifford and Maximus are like, "Listen, Bernie, you've had this problem for 3 seasons now.
Right.
You had better make a phone call to our friend Saul Mankiewicz." And he says, "Sorry, what was that? It's loud in here." And they go, "You," and then it cuts. And then AMC went to next season on this show. What's the show called again? Mad Men?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Next season on Breaking Bad, we have changed it to the
We we have renamed next season. Please continue watching our different named show.
Right.
Well, I won't until they add 2 little letters.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's not so much to ask.
You you haven't
If we're
shifted my
simply
resolve.
going by typography alone, this is
I
not.
I mean, can we just take a quick look back, because I did a mock-up of the of a new look. I added that in. It's not
That's easy.
hard.
I mean, how long did that take you?
2.5 days.
Okay, so they
But
have people on staff
they have
to
people
do
on
that
staff.
to
That's
do that in
exactly
a day
right.
and a half. Who'd do that in a day and a half?
I assume I assume they're folks conversant with graphics programs
Well,
over
look,
at
look.
Netflix.
In any case, like I said, I've never watched Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
Better to Call Saul.
Better to Call Saul.
Uh,
Thank you. Rish
it,
doesn't
it,
recommend it, by the way.
well, yeah, it always like it reminded me of like trying to watch your uncle become famous. Like the star of the show just felt like somebody's uncle was like, "Can I give me a spin-off? You have a
Yeah.
show? Give me the spin-off show."
It's funny you say that. That actually kind of that reminds me of a recent sort of moment we had
That time
at our
yeah.
local. Do you remember
Yeah, I
this?
remember that. I remember
You
that
remember
time at
this?
the bar. Yeah.
at them dance.
Yeah, they're really going for it. We are not paying our titling guy enough.
Hey, check this out. Okay. Don't do that.
Oh, sorry. What? Why? What's up?
My uncle.
Unbelievable.
That's good TV. That's good TV.
That is simply blockbuster
That's just
television.
That's just good TV.
Can somebody start a
Yep.
change.org asking Netflix to get That Time at the Bar licensed and purchased and get us a
honestly,
production budget?
They can call it whatever they want.
They can rename it if they want to.
We're not precious.
We can absolutely rename it. The only thing we want to keep consistent is that that we're in it and that we are in it. But it looks bad if we start the change.org petition, I think.
It seems self-serving, even though nothing could be more generous than for us to
That's
try
right.
to get this out.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. But yeah, perception is everything with petitions, especially when you're trying to move the needle with Netflix's algorithmic lawyer. I think their lawyers are algorithms. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Chris.
Did you read that?
I told you that. I think I told you that.
You read
I
that.
told
You read that piece from Bloomberg to me over the phone, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
We are coming around third base here for this podcast. I think it's been a rousing success.
Yeah, we're coming around sundown on this thing, right?
I'm pretty glad to hear you cite Kings of Leon. And the reason is that I love those guys. They put on an incredible live show. And what I actually want to talk about before we go is our live show. So that was an incredible segue on your part.
Just let me interrupt. Do you think when they adopted that title, they knew that that's just a common colloquial term for like going into your senescence, like essentially like the sun is setting,
coming around sundown?
Yeah, like we always say at the end of our productions, we're running out of time. It's coming around sundown.
It's coming around sundown. I guess that's what they were saying. Do you think they thought that album was likely to be near the end of their catalog?
Then
obviously they've
too goddamn well.
Obviously they've pushed right past that.
I'll
tell you what
Hey, you guys heard about Talk to Saul? What's the name of the show? Called
Better to Call Saul.
Better to Call Saul. Talk about a misnamed show. Our albums, the Better Call Saul of record product.
That's right.
Should have been called Not Come Round. It would be an easy fix for them. Not Come Round Sundown.
Don't bother coming around sundown. And then the implication is, because we ain't done. Like, you'll see us in the morning. We'll be there tomorrow. This is not curtain. We're not finished. Actually,
right. Yes.
You know this about me. I love that new Kings of Leon album. I'm a big goddamn fan of that record. I just think
What's that one called?
I do not know the name of it, actually.
Talk Around Sundown?
I don't know the name of it. I'm really bad with
big fan. Big fucking fan over here.
I mean, I could hop on the piano and play you track 1 to track 11 right now.
Oh, I wish I had control of the sound effects.
Oh, let's see. Come on, you fuckers.
Yeah, we voted it down.
I could do it. I could do it. Uh, Keith,
Yeah.
if you want to see me
What?
play piano, you might have to come out on the tour with me.
Oh, wait, are you bringing a fucking piano on this thing?
I don't know. We got to see what the budget allows.
Okay.
Possibly
Talk
not.
to Kat. Talk to Kat. See what
Yeah.
we're
Possibly
dealing with
not. But at least my bass. And you're gonna bring that guitar you're hefting?
here. Wait, at the very least, your bass.
Yeah.
Please.
No, that's what I said. That's what I
Yeah, well,
said.
I mean, but you said it very casually, in a way that made it sound like you thought even that was, a pretty casual selection.
I am trying on a new persona with this tour where I'm a little bit more of like a cool rock guy. So I'm a little bit like over it and a little bit not bothered.
Okay.
So
So you might
like
not bring the bass, is what you're telling me.
I'd be the kind of guy that would show up at the first show and be like, "Where's my bass? Don't know what it is, mate."
Or you show up with your bass and be like, at least I brought the bass, but it would be, just the neck and body, no strings, no electronics.
That's right.
And you'd really want to test what the definition of a bass could be. Is this not a bass, you'd say?
Is this a bass? N'est-ce pas ceci un bass? I'd probably say
Yeah.
in my new persona. I don't know.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm excited to get back out on the road. I'm so fucking psyched.
Bring your bass, buddy.
I'm gonna, you know what?
That's my advice. That's my advice.
I know I play it cool, but I'm bringing two basses. Also, I've been working on my bass playing. I've been working on my bass technique, actually.
Talk to me.
It's all about fretboard position, Keith, and I don't want to give away any secrets that I shouldn't be telling a guitar player, but
I'm not.
I've learned some pretty cool new shit that is gonna
Were you-
fry your
Who
noodle.
you
What's up?
been studying with?
This lady, Ariana, I can't remember her last name. She's got a bunch of web videos and books, and I got one of her books that was it's called Theory for Bass Players, and it's pitched toward
Let me
beginners.
guess, it's a picture book. Yeah.
Well,
I'll
it's got
bet
a lot
it is.
It's got a lot of chord charts. It's got a lot of chord charts, you asshole. How would it not? How would it not? Anyway, I realize there is a lot of music theory that I simply don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say simply don't need.
No, I need it all. It's exciting stuff. That's the cool thing about this book is it's kind of like geared toward the playing bass player who, is out there just playing songs, but not really understanding what the fuck he's doing. So I don't know if I'm exactly that, but I've definitely enjoyed reading through some of the theory-based descriptions of why certain parts work and some don't.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully that's given you time to read all the show dates up there. We are going to have more U.S. shows in the spring, right?
April 14th in Hamburg. I just looked up and
Not
saw that.
you.
Sorry.
I meant the people watching. I would have hoped
Got it.
you'd be familiar with these show
No,
dates.
that's news to me, and I wish anyone had
Jesus.
asked me because I have
What?
movie tickets on the 14th.
To what? 10?
I heard where 10 might come out.
Or just Poster? Has 10 already come out at that point? It's just Poster? Dom Toretto Poster?
Planning on seeing Poster that night.
I
I assume it's coming out in Hamburg.
You bet your ass it's coming out in Hamburg. I don't know what the
Alright.
fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're on.
Should I play us out of here?
Yeah, play us out of here.
All right.
Play us out of here. Before we do have that promised catastrophe.
No.
Can you hear that
Almost
rain? It's pouring here in New York. Is it coming through my...
Is that a sound effect?
No, it's pouring. It's pouring! Would I make that up?
Yeah, that is a dramatic bit of ambiance you might introduce.
We can't hear you. You're off mic.
Oh, still?
What? Aren't you gonna do your real mic? Your big mic? Your big boy mic?
Yeah, you're not hearing
Oh
me?
yeah. No, I was just.
Okay.
You were just quiet.
I was just mumbling.
Did you turn your guitar input down?
Sure did. See
Cool.
how you feel about this.
That seems good.
Why don't we-
That seems good. That seems really good. Wait, you idiot walrus!
Check. Seems okay.
Fucking walrus! Why is he there? Why was that idiot walrus
Great.
dancing before it even started?
He knows the kind of inspiration I need to perform.
Walruses
In ways
are
you never will, Chris.
Walruses are wonderful creatures, but they are intellectually impoverished.
Ready?
Oh, wait for it. Let me just switch your vibe here because I think I know what you're gonna play, and I think you're gonna want a very special vibe. Oh, here it is. Ready for this? Yeah. Not me, you idiots. You
Nice
stupid
try.
idiots. Yeah. There we go. Vintage. Hit it.
I should have known that this would happen from the start. This kind of function's gonna have to fall apart. You know, before I would have sworn that we were friends. Maybe this problem points towards some larger trend. But I still don't understand what this whole thing's about. And all the words that you said somehow stuck in my mouth. This was going so well. I don't know what I did. All I really can tell is I've been hit. Well, there's only so much drama I can stand, and this is just about as far as I will bend. So get your hands off my belt, because I think it's time to go. You ought to know that you know. You ought to know. Well, I still don't understand this whole thing's about. And all the words that you said somehow stuck in my mouth. This was going so well. I don't know what I did. All I really can tell is I've been hit. As I was falling down the stairs and out the door, I guess I heard you yell my name, but I'm not sure. You know, before I would have sworn that we were friends. Somehow they sell something on but I still don't understand what this whole thing's about. When all the words that you said are somehow stuck in my mouth. I don't know what I did. All I really can tell is that I always get hit, and I still don't